Okay, as you already studied the case statement in the last class, case statements case statements are nothing but it's used to combine the many statements in a one single suit. As you all know, the suit, okay, in the suitcase means what? Will keep the many of the our suits, means shirts, pants and all in a one compact portion of that box. We call it what? The suitcase. Similarly, the case statements are used here, the number of statements to be combined in a single one. It means here we are writing the program for the digital system with the in the model of what? Behavioral model. There we need this type of statements here. It's okay. For example, here I have the case statement as one register, that is the 2 point, that's a 3:0. There's some encoding, okay, whatever it may be, we can give the any name. And also integer starts, okay, case X, case, okay, in the number of statements to be combined here, okay, and here the case after end case, you should write end case, okay. This is what whatever the start. If you are writing the case means what? You have the case start case and also you are the end case. Within this, so many statements will be written here, okay. That's we call the case statements. The case statements are, we have the two variations. One is what? The CaseX. Another one is what? The case Z. X is nothing but what? The don't cares. Z is nothing but this is also same having the values as impedance, as the impedance. This is also having the same values as the 0 or 1. This is also having the same as the 0 or 1 itself. But thing is that here what the difference between the X and Z is this is what the don't care, this is what the impedance. This is the don't care, this is the impedance. These are used in the manipulation of the many inputs combination and okay, this is what the somewhat high Z, okay, wherever the waveforms will be given with the compact one, where we will be our waveform is not exactly the whatever we need, that will be given in the form of for the in the impedance form, okay, in the impedance form, okay. This is what there are two variations in the case statement. One is what? The CaseX, another one is what? The CaseZ, okay. CaseX is nothing but it is to be having the values. If you are using the case X, that is having the two values as the 0 and 1, okay. And even if you are using the Z, okay, wherever you found the values will have the some 0, okay, 1, X is there, okay. This X can have the two values, either 0 or 1, okay, either 0 or 1. Similarly you can also write in the writing of the Z is not allowed here. While taking for the values here, the writing of the Z is not allowed. So that instead of the Z, you can also write the question mark, okay. Question mark is allowed. Means what? We can also have the this is also can have the two values as the 0 or 1. Means what? The question mark is used for the writing replacing of for the Z values in the for the variable. Okay, if I have the 4-bit of what? This is what? The 4-bit of in the binary form. It's not a decimal. B is nothing but this is the 4-bit. It's first 4-bit. B is nothing but the binary form. That's having the values as the 1 X. That now what is the value of this? We have to count. We'll be counting only what these three number of X's in my variable. Okay, that's the here value here. The value would be what is the 3. Then similarly the 4-bit of the this is what the X. 1 XX. Before the 1 we have the this high. There are two values of there are two number of X's are there. Then this is what would be the value here? 2. Similarly here I can write the 4-bit of X 1 X. We need not to count here. We should not count here from the before the 1 only. We should count only the values for the 1. Here even you can also have the value as the 4-bit of what? The X 1. What is the value of this one? 0. Yes, you are right. 0. This is what we are trying to use these type of statements, whatever the statements, you combine together in what the CaseX statement. And even sometimes it is to be used what the CaseZ statement also. CaseX and CaseZ statements are usually used either the CaseZ, wherever you found, if you are writing the CaseZ, just you write, instead of Z, you can write what the question mark. This is what we are writing here. Okay, the case statements are the number of statements which are combined together in within the case start and the end case. Okay, these to be have the two variations. One is what the CaseX, another one is what the CaseZ. CaseX can have the two values, either 0 or 1. CaseZ is having the same values, but it is to be represented with the question mark wherever you are writing in the case statements. Okay, for example, if you are writing the case statements with the what is that? Don't CaseX, then I have to count only the X before the high value, that is the high position of that 1. Okay, binary 1. What are the values here? The number of X's are how many? 3 here, so that the value of this 4-bit 1 X's is nothing but the 3 itself. Similarly, the same as having the 4-bit of binary value x1 xx is equals to 2, because of the we are counting the before the 1 is how many are there? X's 2 are there, so that 2 is there. Similarly here the x1 is there, 1 is there. There is no number of X's here before the 1. We will not count these after the 1. We will not count these. Okay, but we are probably counting only the before the 1. That's the there is no x before the 1. That's what the value of 1 0 1 is. This value is what the statement is what the 0. All together these all are many statements are there. These are all, I think here the 4 statements are there. These statements combined together will put together in the form of what the one example is there, register. This is a register having the values as the binary values as the vector form as the 4 values. If I have the 5 values, then the 0 is to 4 is to 0. But here I have the 4 values, so that I can write the 3 is to 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 values. Okay, then I can start the encoding name as the what the encoding, and also this we have the state here, the integer state. Okay, integer state, and the CaseX, we are writing the CaseX statements here, CaseX statements, because we are taking the examples with the statements as the X here, so that CaseX you need to write. If it's about the we don't have the any values, okay, as the X and Z in the statements, we can write the only case, as you already studied in the previous class. But today we will see how to write the CaseX statement. These are the statements related to what the CaseX statement, and also we can write the this is the CaseX statement is for the encoding. We are doing what the encoding the things. We will these type of statements will use the encoder, decoder there. These types of statements will study in the we use the writing the program for the encoder. That's here the encoding purpose, and we will start writing the statements here. What is the statements? So 4-bit of 1 x. Then the next state would be what is the next state would be what the you should write the next state as equal to 3. Similarly 4-bit of x1 xx. The next position is what the next state is what the 2. Okay, similarly I can write the 2 more as the 4-bit of x1 x is there. Then the next state would be what here the 1. Similarly I can go with the 4-bit of x1. We don't have we will count the number of x's before the 1 value. Here the 2 are there, just I written 2. There 3 are there, just I written the 3 here. There is no number of x's here before the 1. So it would be the next position is what the next state would be what here the 0. Okay, like this. We have to start at CaseX statements by here, so that I need to okay, one end with the end case. I need to end case. Usually the case statements always we will have the 2 statements. One is what the case, another is the if they are all true. If whatever the values are true here, then you need to execute these statements. If it is not a true, these are not at all correct. If you are not at all useful for my coding, for the programming, then it has to execute the one statement, that's the default statement. Default statement, that's the default of the next state. Default next state would be what? The default statement. Next state would be ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 0 ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಿಂಗ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡು. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫಾಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಅದು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ತಗೋಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ that is to be take as the next state would be what? The 0 itself. Okay, we have the compulsory is what? The CaseX case statement is there. Then we will have the number of statements along with the default also. This is compulsory. If it's a CaseX statement, we will have the number of statements along with the one default. If all these are true, then they will execute these. If it's not at all true, if it's not at all useful in my programming, my writing the program for my digital system, definitely it will execute the default. That's what we will not use that is the state as the 0. Here for example, many programs will use the default, okay, the writing the second option, okay. If it is a if else statement, like a if else statement, if all these are true, then it is to be executed, else it is to be executed the default. It's similar to if else statement, okay. If else statement. Okay, this is all about the case statements for the CaseX and the CaseZ. CaseX and the CaseZ. Okay, just to write the things here, just to copy the things here, whatever I have it. Just to copy these many things.